Let's talk about 10 copywriting rules that changed my business. Let's talk about 10 copywriting rules that changed my business. Hi, my name is Christa Nichols, and I'm a sales copywriter for 7, 8, and 9-figure entrepreneurs and influencers, and I also mentor and train freelance copywriters. When I first got started out as a copywriter, I had a lot of preconceived notions about what it really took to get results. I thought it was kind of just some kind of instinctual thing that either you were good at it or you weren't. Either you had it or you didn't. And while I do think that there is something to being naturally a good writer and having that skill set, there are certain things that can help you along the way that you can learn and that can help you grow as a copywriter. It's not completely all instinctual. It's not like I'm some kind of special unicorn. So these 10 rules are what changed my business and allowed me to get the kind of results that I get for clients, while being able to pass that on to my students in a way that they can pick it up and easily learn it as well. So let's get started. Rule number 1 is research the target audience. Your results will only be as good as the research you do on the front end about the people that your clients are selling to. So there's a lot that you need to know about their target audiences, such as who they are, where they live, what they do, how much money they make, but even more importantly is the psychographic information. So the demographics are important, but the psychographic information is what can really help you get best results. So when you can understand what they're thinking, feeling, and experiencing and how it's affecting them in their daily lives, that's when you can really get in there and write for results. So do your research. Research is something anybody can do, and when you know the right questions to ask and how to put them together in your copy, you'll get results. Rule number 2 is learn client voice. Your job as a copywriter is to write for the client, as the client, in a way that no one can tell. So if people read what you've written and just automatically assume that it's your client, job well done. So there are certain things that you can do to learn your client's voice. You can listen to their podcasts, you can watch their videos, you can read their written work, you can go and observe them in person. So you want to be consuming as much of their content as possible so that you can learn how they communicate, what are the little things that they say, the little phrases that are unique to them, as well as what would they never say. What words will never come out of their mouth? What types of attitudes and mannerisms will they never portray in front of their audience? Those things will help you really dial in and be able to communicate as your client for your client. The third rule that really helped me a ton was to meet the target audience where they're at, not where you want them to be. Think of it this way. Let's say you're wandering through the jungle and you have lived in the jungle forever. You know every single path, every single trail, every single pitfall, every single dangerous animal, every single plant. It's no big deal for you. You could walk through the jungle with your eyes closed. But one day you look across a gorge and you see a group of tourists. They are lost. They don't know what's going on. They are stuck in the vines with monkeys throwing poo at their faces and an anaconda sneaking up and wrapping itself around their legs. How helpful is it if you just stand across the gorge and say, hey guys, come over here. Everything's great over here. Not super helpful, right? Like, they're up to their eyeballs in trouble. They need you to go to where they are and guide them out. That's how our target audiences feel when we try to get their attention by just saying, this is the solution, it's this thing, and it has this and this and this. They don't care about that when they've got monkeys flinging poo and vines wrapped around their arms and an anaconda crawling up their leg, right? All they can feel is the pain. You've got to meet them there in the pain. Come help them out of the pain and guide them to the solution. Rule number 4, capture attention with a strong hook. If you can't stop the scroll, if you can't get the target audience to stop scrolling long enough to read, you'll lose them forever. So they used to say you have 3 seconds. I think it's even less than that today. I believe it's 1.8 seconds as people are scrolling social media to catch their attention. So you have to work really hard on that first thing that comes out of their mouth, on that first piece of copy that is across the top of the page or across the social post or the email subject line. That is the most important piece of copy in that project that you will write. It has to be strong. It has to stop the scroll or they're gone. And it doesn't matter what else you write. Number 5, now this one is for your clients. This is something that you can be sharing with them that will help. And that is that showing up consistently online will help them get better results. So when I start working with clients, one of the questions I ask them right away is, how big is your following? Do you have an email list? And how consistent are you on showing up to talk about your brand and your mission online? Because it really does make a difference. The clients who are investing in their social presence and who are showing up and giving value to the people that they serve will always get better results with their campaigns than those who just expect to go out, pay for ads, and sell $1 million. It's not gonna be that easy. And right along with that is rule number 6. Don't pitch to cold audience. Can you? Yes. But if you want better, faster, cheaper results, put some work into warming up the audience first. So create some value posts, some video scripts for your clients that they can just straight up share their value and their expertise and give to the audience in a way that will warm them up, that will build trust, that will grow that connection. And then when you offer the product or service, the audience will be ready. They will already see them as the expert that they want to learn from or buy from, and you'll get much better results than you would if you just threw an ad up in front of total strangers and cold audience. The 7th rule that is super, super huge is make sure that you really dial in on exactly what the unique selling proposition or new opportunity is in the offer that you're writing for. If you can't communicate clearly about what makes this different, what makes this unique, what gets results about your client's offer that other things don't, then your client's offer just becomes another offer in the pile that people will look right over. If your client can't get clear on what's unique and different and party of one about their offer, they're going to have to compete in terms of price. Nobody wins in that situation. Putting your offer up against other offers with nothing unique, nothing category of one, nothing new opportunity about it is only going to have people going for the cheaper option. When that happens, you're on a race to the bottom for pricing, you're commoditizing the client's offers and services, and it's a lose-lose for everyone. So get clear on why the client's offer can solve the audience's problem when nothing else has been able to. Rule number 8, don't play the blame or shame game. I know that some copywriters are super good at this. They're super good at getting in there and twisting the knife and making the target audience feel guilty, guilting them into buying. That's never a good idea, and I will die on that hill. Guilting someone into buying something is only going to result in more chargebacks, more refunds, more complaints, and more nightmare clients and customers for your clients. People who have to be guilted and shamed into purchasing aren't ready to purchase, which means they're going to be dissatisfied, unhappy clients and customers. And it's better to have less customers but have happy ones who will shout the offer to the rooftops and send all their friends and family and give referrals and testimonials and become raving fans than it is to have a ton of somewhat uncertain, dissatisfied clients and customers who will leave a bad review at the drop of the hat, want their money back the minute that they freak out over the bill, or go talking to other people about how this wasn't what I thought I was getting. It's not worth it to play the blame and shame game. Rule number 9 is probably one of the most simple, and there's a reason for that. This rule will help you get better results, and it's actually something that when I coach business owners and entrepreneurs, this is something that we look for right away because sometimes it can sneak in before they even realize it. But the concept is that confusion doesn't convert. If you're not clear about what you want the audience to do, how, and what will happen after they do it, they're only going to get lost along the way and end up wandering through the funnel off on someone else's page and never wander back. So if you can say something in less words, do it. Make sure that things are clear because confusion doesn't convert. And finally, number 10, 1 CTA per piece of copy. So CTA stands for call to action. That's the thing that you ask the target audience member to do. So whether it's click here to sign up, whether it's register for the training now, whether it's click the button to buy, that's the CTA, and there should only be 1 per piece of copy. When you have more than one thing that you want them to do in a single piece of copy, you split the audience. They don't know where to go or what to do. Some of them will do the first thing, some of them will do the second thing, some of them will get partway through and be like, this is too much, I can't handle it, and they'll bounce. So that's why it's called a funnel, because it moves people to a singular destination, one step at a time, through the marketing message. 1 piece of copy, 1 call to action. So that means each sales page, 1 thing they're supposed to do. Each ad copy, 1 thing they're supposed to do. It's going to help simplify things. It might mean that you have to build more of a sales journey, but that will help them get from point A to point B with less stress, less trouble. You'll lose less people along the way when you build that journey step by step, 1 call to action at a time. So what do you think? Could these 10 rules make a difference in your freelance copywriting business? They definitely can. And there's not a copywriter in the world that couldn't follow them. Did you like this video? Subscribe and sign up for notifications when new videos are posted.